First, we are going to install customtkitner. After that, we can create our main application. First, we import customtkitner as CTk. This is the callback function. Button was clicked, so it will print on the screen. Button was clicked. This creates the button. I'll pack it, okay. So the text is click me, and the command is button callback. So I think that's it. And main window dot Python button callback. There is all these properties that we can use or customize. So we are going to try them and see what do they mean. The font, we used a simple tuple with the name of the font as the first value, the size and the weight. We will try it out and it worked. The width 250. So this is high 50. The corner radius, let's set it to 10. This is 10. Now I set it to 50. This is 50. With the border width, so if I set it to 2, you can see this border, the border color will increase further the width, and the border color pink. This is the color of the border. Border spacing between text and image, and button border. We will set it to 10. See if there is any difference. Then set it to 20. Just to see the result. 50. And to the default one according to the documentation. Set it back to 10. So this is spacing equal to 10. The FG color, so I'll set it to white. If I click on it, you can see that the foreground color doesn't correspond to the color of the text, but it simply corresponds to the background color of the button. So we will set it to green. This is the background color till this 3 color. Yeah, so this is the hover color. We set it to red for our button. So this is the hover color. Red. Text color, can change it to yellow. Distinguish it more from the button. So this is the yellow color. Text color disabled. So that's color when the button is disabled. So we will set it now. We will set it to blue, and then we will change state of our button. So the state by default it's normal. We will set it to disabled state. So disabled. So this is the color we gave to our button when it is disabled. This is blue. I can't click on the button. I can set the disable color to orange. Again, no hover, no color change. Set it to normal. Text variable. So for Tkinter and sticky. Text variable. It's called text variable to our string variable. You can see here, even if we set the text, it got the value of the string var or of the text variable. Image, to put an image on the button, we'll use a simple Tkinter for photo image for now from Tkinter import photo image. I'm going to use this image floppy for floppy disk. Here I will not specify the entire path, I will just specify the name. So image 1. So this is our button. This is how the image look like. The text didn't disappear. We have the image. We have our text used by or initialized by CTkButton. So what I'm going to try now, remove the text variable and then see if the click me text still remain. So I will remove this. It displayed also the text. So they said that the image cannot be scaled on high PI displays. Use CTk image instead. I'm going now to use the CTk image. So they have dark image and light image, because with customtkitner you can use dark theme and light theme. This is not the case right now, so we want just to use one image, also use another library, pillow, to open the image. So you could have also used pillow directly, floppy.png, for the dark and light modes, and here instead of here we are going to use my image, and of course we will have to install pillow. So click install. So after installing pillow, we can now test our code. You can see that the image fits perfectly the button. I'm going to remove the sizing and see if it will work without that. The image fits even without specifying size, but if we add the size, it looks better. We are going to try the pillow library to create the photo image and to see if we will have the same effect. Now call image.open from pillow floppy. Okay, to create the actual photo image to use, and here I'm going to set image property to image2 without resizing them on this and set it in here. So you can see here we have an issue also with the resizing. So I'm going to add a resizing size. Now hover. To enable or disable the hover effect, first we are going to set hover to false and see what will happen. So if I do that, you can see hover. Now I'm going to set it to true. There is the hover command. We've already defined a callback function, so we set it to assign the function of the button, the function to be called when we click on the button. Compounds have 4 values: top, left, bottom or right. So where the image will be set corresponding to the text, so we will give it first top. So this is top. Right. I think the last one is bottom. Anchor alignment of text or the button or the image. If I move the image, set compound to south, you can see that the text is on court to south. We'll reduce the size of our text and see. Now we can see or anchor to west. I set back image equal my image. So I'm having these values, and now I will set the anchor to east and see what will happen. We have both the text and the image anchored to the right. This is the background color, and if we see this, you can see this is the actual background color for customtkitner button. If I set it to transparent, you can see that it's not visible. So now I'm going to try to use the configure method. Now we will set our button to cyan color. So this is the cyan color, violet. You can use cget to get the value of an attribute. For example, to get the text and paint text. You can see here the text is click me, even if it's not actually click me, because the text variable has the value of the actual text of the button. So we create the value of the attribute, not the text displayed on the button. Invoke, going to remove this paint, set the state to disabled, called the invoke, a method of the button dot invoke. It's disabled. I called invoke, but nothing is displayed. We will try now to call the invoke method using another widget button.invoke. We call the button.invoke method. Call it again. So we have this invoke button. It didn't work. Now we will enable the button. State will be normal. The invoke method worked. The callback was called, and here also it works. So it works only if the state of the button is normal. And here they say call methods if button state is disabled. We are using a custom Tkinter button that works with mode, the FG color attributes. We can, instead of selecting one color, we can use a tuple to select two colors, one for the dark mode and one for the light mode. We give it the green color. We have this green color of our button. We are in dark mode. The system is in dark mode. Set it to light mode. If I call the code, you can see that the color of the button is teal. I can set it here to blue to see clearly the difference. So this is the blue color for the light teal. Here we can set the appearance mode system dark or light. You can add it here. And this is a dark. And this is light, even if we didn't set or change the system. The default is the system mode. You can simply specify the custom theme. Set default color theme. The default ones are dark blue. There is others blue and green. As we try blue, here we can see it's blue. We are going to try dark blue. This one changed, this one didn't. And green. This is the green theme. Now we will try to use our own customized theme. We will use the path. It's in our current folder. So we will simply call myblue.json. So for now it's working. We are setting up the myblue.json file. We are going to use simple values. These are the values we set in our theme. So if I run the code, this is the created button. I can change the font here. Set now the values. We have our button, so we defined all the values. This is the dark mode. So this is the values of the light mode. So I want to set, for example, the width and the height. We will try. If I set the width to 650 and the height to 250, let's see what will happen. The button didn't change, so the keys are there, but they were not taken into consideration. If I add a background color, here, no change. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.